for the sake of the new year, I would like to reintroduce myself. My name is Diamond. I go by Diamond Forever on YouTube here, and this channel is a lifestyle channel. I will do things from vlogs. We're gonna do some mostly vlogs, but sit down videos will include things like this, talking about self-help, life improvement. I'm going to be talking about ways to defeat imposter syndrome, so getting into the mental health self-care sector. I just have really big plans for my channel this year, and I would love it if you guys would join me on this journey, because a journey it has been. I'll talk about that maybe a little bit in this video, but mostly the point of this video is to discuss how it is not too late to start your 2024 off on the right foot. And if you are interested in ways and tactics, tips and tricks on how to make 2024 the best year of your life thus far, then keep on watching. But before we keep watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so jumping right into it, I just wanted to go ahead and say that this video is for that girl or guy who is 7 days into the new year and you feel like you have not been the person that you said you want to be. Your actions have not been becoming of the person who you want to be, and you feel like you just got off on the wrong start and you need to restart. I'm here to tell you that it's not too late. We're only 7 days into the new year. It is not too late to turn your actions around and to really start living the life you want to live. We are an ever-evolving people, and who you were January 1st, the resources you were equipped with, your mindset, all those things may have hindered you from starting off strong like we all thought we were going to, myself included. However, today's a new day and it's time to get up and go for it. So starting today, this is January 7th, 2024, you and I are going to go on a journey of becoming ourselves, becoming the best versions of ourselves, and making 2024 the best year of our lives thus far. But if you see me down, it's of course because I'll be looking down at my iPad. I have some notes on all the tactics and things I wanted to share with you guys. But before I jump into everything, I really did just want to stress it's not too late. As long as you have woken up this morning and you have breath in your body, you are able to do something about whatever circumstance you're in, or to improve and maintain the current circumstances you're in if you're happy with them. So I don't want anyone to feel like because they didn't start off strong January 1st that it's too late. So now that we've established that it's not too late to be the person who you want to be or become the person you want to become, let's get some ground rules going. So first and foremost, I think it's very important to stop and ask yourself, who is it that I want to be? What is it that I want to do this year? What goals do I want to accomplish? Ask yourself all those things and write them down. And then ask yourself, what does that look like? Because I think a lot of times we have these ideas of what we want because we see it on other people most likely, but how does that look for me? So for example, one of my goals this year was eating healthy. I know for me, eating healthy will probably never look like veganism. That's just something I'm going to be honest with myself. But what does eating healthy look like for me? Right now, currently, I have given up meat. I'm not eating any meat right now. I'm actually on a fast. I probably won't touch too much on that in that video, but if you are interested in hearing about my fasting, let me know. But that's one of the things that I have done to kind of make my eating habits a little bit healthier. I'm not eating any meat right now, amongst other things. But ask yourself, what does your goals that you have, what do they look like in your lifestyle, and how do they look for you? After you've decided what you want your life to be and what that looks like for you, next you have to ask yourself, what steps are you going to take to make that happen? Or what steps are you going to have to take to make that happen? Because to get from point A to point B, you're going to have to take some steps to get there. You're not going to be able to stay in the same place doing the same thing, doing what you've always done, and get to point B. It's just not going to happen. So you have to really sit down and think, what are the steps that I'm going to have to take to get myself to this next position that I want to be in? This healthy lifestyle that I want to live, whatever the case may be, this home I want to purchase, this car I want to buy, whatever it is, what are the steps that you're going to have to take to get there? Then next, after you have all your steps and everything, you have to plan and set routine. And I'm a firm believer that without these two things, without planning and without being in routine, you pretty much might as well just scrap everything you just wrote down, in my opinion. Because without a plan, I just feel like we're nothing. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I will never forget that because it's so true. So you really need to plan like what your day will look like, and that goes into routine. You really need to plan what time are you going to wake up. When you wake up, what are the things you're going to do? When you're on your break at lunch, what will you be doing that's going to continue your progress? Every single action we take is either bringing us closer to or farther away from our dreams, goals, and desires. And so you really have to plan out what actions and what routines will you take to get you closer to rather than farther away of all your dreams and goals. I also really want to stress making realistic goals and plans. Now, I am all for Team Delulu. I'm team for being delusional because I do think that there are amazing things that come when you set a goal that you just really didn't even think that would even be possible, but you spoke it and here it is. I'm a firm believer in that. However, I really do think that it is also important for the sake of mental health to create realistic goals that you can realistically see yourself achieving by the grace of God and by your faith-filled actions behind those things. So I really think some examples of realistic goals would be, for me, example, I really want to become monetized on YouTube this year. I'm really close, but I'm not there yet. But that's a realistic goal for me. One unrealistic goal that of course could happen, but it's not something I'm going to write on a check and take to a bank, is me getting 5 million YouTube followers this year. Yes, I would love if that happens. Not followers, subscribers. Getting 5 million YouTube subscribers this year. I would love that. Is it likely to happen? No, but we're not even talking about likely. It's just, I think you guys get my drift. It's not realistic, and you would be almost setting yourself up for a little heartbreak by really just banking on that thing happening. The next step that I'm going to talk about is something that I myself, after all of the things that are in here, I have struggled with the most. It's arguably probably the most important thing. I know I said that planning and routine are, and they are, but if you're planning and you have these routines, but you don't stick to them, you might as well have never started. So I'm gonna retract my former statement and I'm gonna say that discipline is the most important step in all of this. And this is something that I struggle with myself. You don't wanna get up early. You don't wanna come home and work on your content. You don't wanna go to the gym. You don't wanna, save that money that you were supposed to save. You wanna spend it on DoorDash and Uber Eats instead. I understand. However, doing those things will only get you farther away for the goals you have. And once again, we are all about getting closer and closer to these goals we have, and don't self-sabotage yourself by being undisciplined. Discipline is a necessity in everything we do. And it's something that I'm struggling with, but it's something that I'm willing to say right here, right now, that I'm going to make the conscious effort. I'm going to give it all I got to be as disciplined as possible. And I hope you guys can join me on that journey as well. I really would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions, any tips you have on staying disciplined, because I need them. And that's something I'm being completely honest and vulnerable about. To get a little bit more vulnerable, I mentioned my YouTube channel and my goals regarding my YouTube channel earlier. I started my YouTube channel in, I think 2021, maybe early 2021, I believe. And here we are, early 2024, and I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be. And if I'm honest with myself, which I am, I can't blame anyone but myself because I have not been disciplined. I have gone months without posting. I have gone months without editing. I have so much content in my phone. I just didn't put the work in and edited it. So you really have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to stop self-sabotaging, because when doing those things, you're never going to reach your goals that you have set out. And that's something that I myself am also working on, right along with everyone else. Like, I am not perfect, but one of my biggest goals of 2024 is to be more disciplined, to say I'm going to do something, to set my routine out, and I do it. And it won't always feel good, but if it was easy, everybody would do it. That's one thing. I believe Eric Thomas, he's a motivational speaker. He does a lot of youth work and everything. And one of the things that he said that has always stuck with me is, if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would have it. If it was easy, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. So it's gonna hurt, it's gonna not feel good. You're not gonna want to do everything all the time, but you have to make those conscious efforts in those actions that move you closer to your goals instead of farther away. That's gonna be a reoccurring thing all throughout this video. You're gonna get tired of hearing me say it, but it has to be said. I think one way to really help with this self-discipline and doing all these routines and everything is to set small goals within your big goals, because when you accomplish small goals, then you feel achievement, and achievement is a morale booster. Achievement is really good for the mind, the spirit, the body. You will be so motivated after you've already done many achievements. For example, another one of my goals involves fitness this year. I really want to increase my fitness. I would just really want to stick to my workout routines, because I feel so good when I work out, but going to go work out, not so much. And so for me, one of my mini goals is going to be a perfect workout week. And that may not sound like a lot to some people, but that's going to be a lot to me. For me, a workout week is 2 days on, 1 day of rest. 2 days on, 1 day of rest. I am never consistent with that though. So one of my first mini goals is 2 days on, 1 day off for the entire week, having a perfect week. Some weeks that comes out to working out 4 times a week. Some weeks they may come out to work at 5 times a week, but whatever the case, I just want to stick to that 2 days on, 1 day off. Like, that is my goal. So that's one of my mini goals that I'm setting. And once I accomplish that mini goal, I know I'm going to feel so much better, and I'm going to feel so motivated, and I'm going to feel like I can do that every week, every month, every year, and so on and so forth. And then before you know it, I'm not even gonna have to talk myself into going and working out. It's gonna be built into my muscle memory. It's gonna be a habit. It's gonna be something that I enjoy doing. And then the last thing that I want to touch on, which I think is also very important, I want you to really step back and ask yourself why you have the goals you have. And I want to make sure that you are doing all these things for you. And I just want you to be honest with yourself. Don't have a 5 a.m. morning routine because that's what the girls on TikTok do. If a 5 a.m. morning routine is not something you feel is going to personally benefit your life, it's not aligned with your goals, if that's not the case, don't do it just because it's trending. Don't aspire for a new home just because everybody around you is buying homes. Don't aspire to be engaged or married this year just because everybody else is getting engaged or married. Don't go ahead and get a Tesla because everybody on TikTok has a Tesla. You have to be honest with yourself and not require all these things just because it's what everybody else is doing. Do it because it's what is going to make you personally happy. Do it because it's what's going to make you feel good. Do it because it's what's going to make you want to get out of bed every day. It's going to want to make you feel like you are proud and you are happy with life, because truly we're not even searching happiness. It takes happiness out of it. Things will make us happy, routines will make us happy. We're really searching for joy. And do what's going to bring you joy in this year, in this lifetime. And with that, I am going to go ahead and close out the video. I really hope these tips and tricks were helpful to someone. If you have any more additions to anything I said, leave them in the comment section below. If you have any questions about anything I said, or if you wanted me to touch more on a topic, leave that in the comment section as well. And you guys, I'm just really pumped up about the new year. I know we're in day 7, but I'm still pumped and I am ready to take on the world. And I hope you guys will do it with me. Please stay tuned to my channel for more content like this and lots of other content as well. Hit it all the way to the end of this video and you have not hit the subscribe button, I would really appreciate it if you would do so. And also give this video a big thumbs up. In the next video, I'll see you guys. Bye.